Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we are back in Warframe for the last time this year for this magnificent weapon called Galariak Prime. I hope you guys had a great year. Mine was alright, but yeah, thanks to you, all of you, it has been actually a very fun year learning about all the cool builds you guys have, learning the games you play and like trying new stuff on the channel has been really fun. But today, once again, build for the Galariak Prime. You may have already seen this weapon in my levels video, and it performed amazingly there, but now I put some more formats onto this thing, and it is so good. Anyways, that's enough introductions for now, so let's jump into the build. The base stats on this weapon are actually pretty good, with an attack speed of 1.08, which is above average. Range is only 2.8 and on 3 meters, which is, it's fine, we can work with that. Crit chance is a little bit below average at 90%, but the crit damage is at 3.7x, and that is above average. And the status is a solid 32%. The weapon deals mostly puncture damage for a total of 234. It also comes with a very powerful unique trait that gives us an additional 10% final crit chance per unique status on the target. And what this means is that we gain an additional flat 10% crit chance on our existing crit chance that cannot be modded per unique status on the target. But now moving to the build, this is what I'm currently using. Blood Rush for more crit chance stacking with combo multiplier, Whipping Wounds for status chance stacking with combo multiplier, Galvanized Steel for more crit chance and more critical damage on melee kills, Prime Reach for more range, Quickening for more attack speed and combo count chance, Condition Overload for more melee damage per status type affecting the target, Juggler's Barb for more puncture and status chance, and Vicious Frost for more cold and status chance. And the arcane I went for is Melee Doty, because this will grant us an additional 1x crit damage multiplier per 10% puncture status we have. And that's why I'm using Juggler's Barbs, because it will increase the percentage of puncture we have, and this means we start with a 46.7% puncture, which grants us an additional 4.67 critical damage just at base. So we start with an 8.4x crit damage multiplier and an almost 40% crit chance thanks to Galvanized Steel. And the reason why I'm using Cold as my status damage type is because Cold will also increase our critical damage by 10% on the first stack and 5% per each additional stack. And when we freeze an enemy, this effect is doubled, which means we gain a massive amount of critical damage. And in my Exilus I have Dreamer's Wrath, because that is the Tenokai that also grants us additional critical damage. So as you can see, this build is all focused around dealing massive critical damages. I am not exactly sure how much it is, but like if you actually have an answer or you know the math around this, definitely write that in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I've seen above 20x crit damage, which is completely insane. And one more thing before we move on to the actual showcase is that you kind of want to pair this weapon with either Lavos or a weapon that can stack statuses on enemies really fast, like the Nuker, because that is the best way to increase your damage with this weapon, and by a lot as well. Okay, so that was the build, so let's now see it in action. And as always, I have my 20 Corrupted Heavy Gunners, level 230. This time it's also Eximus, and they have Stealth Path modifiers, because this weapon deals way too much damage to just spawn normal enemies. So yeah, let's just summon some bigger guys. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It deals tremendous damage. I think this weapon might actually be better than the Harmony for heavy attacks, especially with your Tenokai ones, because it just deals so much damage. Let's add some more statuses, and let's see if we can hit some funny numbers. Yeah, there we go. 60-something million, yep. That is the power of this thing. It is absolutely broken. And yeah, 72 million. I feel this is the weapon that can easily reach damage cap as long as you have statuses on enemies and debuff them. So great. I mean, it does not even look like a prime weapon, but it sure feels like one. Here I'll have some of the Dedicants, which are, I'm sure, like the tankiest enemy we have in Warframe, something like that. I mean, it used to be at least, but let's see. Doesn't look like. Nope. You can easily delete everything. And 99 million. There we go. It just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And honestly, I love it that way. That's Warframe. You just gotta have some mods and you can deal this. Now, if you're not a fan of stacking status on enemies with your secondary, this build still works perfectly fine. Especially with a path like mine that can spread statuses. But yeah, it's usually better paired with a status primer weapon. But that's up to you. Once again, this weapon is crazy enough to just deal with everything in its own ways. And one more little trick, if you don't like building your combo all the way from zero every time, is having on your heavy weapon right here both of the dexterity arcanes, and this will grant you an additional 15 seconds of combo duration. And that's why on my Galariak Prime I have right now 20 seconds. And yeah, that is the Galariak Prime. I just wanted to make a very chill video to wish everyone a happy new year, and I really hope this video actually is able to be released before the new year, because it's gonna take a while to upload, but we'll see about that. Anyways, here's to a new year of Warframe and other games content. I am planning, by the way, to release more Throne of Liberty as well. I have a video planned. I've been working on a bunch of tests and builds there as well, so if you're interested in some Throne of Liberty, definitely stick around. New video coming soon. I've been thinking about adding other games. I've been playing, of course, other gacha games like Genshin and Wuthering Waves, so if you're interested in seeing some stuff from those games, I might upload something in the future. And yeah, there's a bunch of other games coming. Duelnet Abyss as well has had a new update, which I'm gonna check definitely more now that I have more free time. But yeah, what a year. And with that, season of 2025 of content concludes and a new one opens. Once again, thank you so much for all the support, the comments, the likes, and like above 2,100 subs. That is completely nuts. Thank you so much, guys. It was amazing having you here this year, and I hope to see you all in the next one. And now, I'll leave you guys to the showcase where I test this fabulous weapon for 5 minutes in a Grenadier Steel Pass Survival, so you can see how it performs in a more realistic scenario. I will always add the banger music from NCS, so if you wanna just stick around for the music, definitely go for it. And yeah, once again, Happy New Year, and see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and